Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a beautiful princess named Alara. Unlike most princesses, Alara wasn't interested in fancy dresses or grand balls. She was kind and gentle, but her greatest desire was to explore the world beyond her castle walls. One day, while wandering through the forbidden forest near her home, she stumbled upon a sight that made her gasp. There, trapped within a cave, was a huge dragon, its magnificent scales shimmering like rubies and emeralds. Now, everyone in the kingdom knew that dragons were supposed to be fierce and scary, but this one looked more sad than anything else. Gathering all her courage, Alara stepped into the cave. "Hello," she said softly. Hoping not to startle the beast, the dragon lifted its head slowly, revealing eyes that were as green as the forest around them. It let out a puff of smoke, which in a strange way looked like a sigh. And then it spoke in a voice as deep as thunder. "Who are you, and why have you come here?" Alara wasn't afraid. Instead, she felt a pang of sympathy. "I'm Princess Alara, and I've come because you're trapped." The dragon snorted, sending sparks flying. "Trapped? I am the guardian of this forest. These caves are my home." Then he explained that many years ago, an evil sorcerer had trapped him here as revenge for protecting the princess. Alara felt a surge of anger towards the sorcerer, but also a sense of responsibility. This dragon, despite his fearsome appearance, was a kind and noble creature who deserved help. So without hesitation, she asked, "How can I help you?" The dragon looked at her, his gaze intense. "You cannot help me, little princess, for only a true friend can break the magic that holds me here." Alara thought for a moment. "I may not be able to break the spell, but I can keep you company while you wait for your friend." And so began an unusual friendship between a princess and a dragon. Every day, Alara would visit the dragon, bringing him news from the outside world. She told him about the changing seasons, the blooming flowers, and the playful antics of the forest animals. In return, the dragon shared his wisdom and stories of the past, tales of bravery and magic that made Alara's eyes sparkle with wonder. The princess even started bringing books for the dragon to read, and they would spend hours discussing the adventures of daring knights and mythical creatures. One day, Alara noticed a change in the dragon's demeanor. He seemed restless, pacing his cave and occasionally letting out a frustrated roar. "What's wrong?" she asked, concerned. The dragon sighed, a puff of smoke curling from his nostrils. "My friend, the phoenix is dying. His magic is fading, and without his help, I fear I will be trapped here forever." Alara's heart went out to the dragon. She knew she had to do something, anything to help her friend. But what? Suddenly, an idea struck her like a bolt of lightning. She raced back to the castle, ignoring the surprised looks from her attendants. In the royal library, she found an ancient book with a leather cover. Its pages were filled with faded ink and strange symbols. With trembling hands, Alara found the spell to revive the phoenix. It was dangerous, requiring a pure heart and a willing sacrifice. Without a moment's hesitation, Alara gathered the ingredients. The sight of the princess covered in soot and herbs was so unusual that even the king was stunned into silence. When she returned to the forest, the dragon was waiting for her, his eyes filled with both hope and worry. Taking a deep breath, Alara began the spell. Her voice echoed through the ancient trees as she called upon the elements to help her friend. The wind howled in response, and a bolt of lightning split the sky, striking the ground near the dragon's cave. Suddenly, a blinding light filled the forest, and when it faded, there in front of them stood the magnificent phoenix, his feathers aflame with renewed life. The dragon was overjoyed. He and the phoenix embraced, their roars and cries echoing through the mountains and valleys. Then, as if to add to the celebration, a rainbow arced across the sky, showering them with sparkling water droplets. And so, thanks to Alara's kindness and courage, the forest was once again filled with the sounds of joy and freedom. The dragon and the phoenix became her loyal friends, and together, they protected the kingdom from harm. As for Alara, she learned that true friendship could be found in the most unexpected places. After all, a princess and a dragon are an unlikely pair of friends. But sometimes the greatest friendships are the ones we least expect.